It is a young man from Brazil, the first Brazilian in history to make a Grand Prix special on the second day. He is all over the Brazilian papers. He is a man with very famous parents as well. His mother was an Olympic silver medalist in Atlanta in basketball, and his father is one of the biggest entertainment entrepreneurs in Brazil, based in Portugal under the management from top trainer Norbert van Lack from Germany, breeds Lusitanas as well. But being the very first person to come into a Grand Prix special, qualify, this young man is making history, and he's certainly made a big impact on Brazilian equestrianism, making the front pages of a lot of newspapers in his home country. So riding here, Escorial horse Camp Line, second to go by Spartacus, 13-year-old stallion. As I said, Lusitana bred. He breeds Lusitanas with his father.
Yes, he's a great advocate for the breed, and I've seen this horse over the season, and I think it's just got better and better. He's a beautifully ridden, easy moving horse, and an almost perfect hold there again, and then he stepped back. So that is, a fault we don't want to see. The horse, your horse always, if your horse isn't square, it must step forward to become square. It must not step back. So the stepping back there would be more major than the not being squared. So he sets off here for the first extension. I think all the riders look a little bit more like they're, from so far from what I've seen outside this morning, some people were warming up, watching them, everyone seemed a bit more relaxed. Not a major extended trot we saw there. He went for the rhythm, for the ease, but that lack of impulsion there, just in the extension, has to go for it a little more, but I think we'll see that as he warms up through the test. We can already see the expression there and the good collected trot the horse has. Very nice sitting rider, sitting in the direction of the half pass. So we use our weight aids in the half pass, so the weight comes to the inside a little bit more, and your body turns the same way. Very expressive in the collected trot. Good. And now the passage. So this, one loss of rhythm there. Just see that caught him out through the turn. Didn't quite keep the engagement. Now forward into the extension. Very often the extended trots are much better on the long side because the wall is helping keep the straightness. Straightness, an ongoing thing that you will find in your training, you will do all the way through your career, all the way through your horse's career, always working on the straightness. And he needs to close a little more from behind in the passage. But again, from what we can see here, very even in the horse's bend to the left and the right, showing the judges there how supple the horse is. And for a horse to be able to maintain that good expression in the collected trot is impressive. So again, the more collected he is, the more we see the hind legs come under. If he's too free, the hind legs stay too far back. Again, easy forward to the extension. He has an overtrack there. Very loose shoulder movement this horse has. And the rider then using his upper body, bringing his upper body up to make the transition to passage. Yeah. We all have different aids for piaffe and passage. Some riders that you speak to like to use one leg then the other. Some use both legs together. Some keep their leg forward for the passage. Some keep their leg back. It's always interesting to watch different riders. And the main thing is the horse understands the rider's aid. Again, very relaxed in his outline here again in the walk. And an overtrack, at least one hoof over there. Not the biggest overtrack, but we won't see many horses with, at least 3 hooves over. We'll see them between 1 and 2. Now the collection. Be careful here to keep his rhythm. He turns. And then immediately to the piaffe. Yeah, plenty of rhythm in there. And again, that's where we saw he's better in the piaffe than the passage there with the hind legs. So he has to try and, like, he's got to think with this passage, try and make this horse's hind legs feel like they do in piaffe. So they just swing under. Very nice into the piaffe. Easy, super rhythm. Now, compared to some of the piaffes we've seen over the last few days, that was a beautiful piaffe. Hopefully that is well rewarded there. Surely that has to be 8s. There's transition to the canter. It's so nice to see a horse in piaffe that's willing. It's not through the tension, it's through letting go. So, you know, the body is loose, the horse piaffe because he was loose, not because he was tense.
2 9s.
Absolutely. I think he should have 7 9s. I'm not the judge. But I mean, I just think, you know, the ease of it was so lovely. Yeah, easy in the half pass. He's not a very big horse, so he looks very manoeuvrable. Very nice. Forward riding there in the half passes. Yep, good accuracy. Both of the riders we've seen. There's 2 tempies. Think here a little bit like the change being bigger than the canter, so then you can ride it out. Just missed the change in the middle there at X because we've got a hut in the way there, so I'm not quite sure whether he had a mistake there. Looking at the marks he did on the 1 tempies. Okay, he made that happen. Again, I think because he felt the mistake in the 2 tempi, so then in the 1 tempi he rode a little bit stronger, and then the horse became a little bit more croup high, but he didn't make the mistake. Yeah, he was brave in that. He went for it, and he was spot on upright. The horse shouldn't be finishing going sideways at the letter; it has to remain upright at the letter. And now takes the weight back. The horse just slightly, you know, over-sits there and then loses the beat. Yeah. So I think when he trusts the horse in the changes and he rides with a more relaxed leg, he gets better changes. Keep turning the front. That's quite a big pirouette there. I mean, that's almost like a circle. And when you go into a pirouette, you need to have shoulder 4. And when you come out of a pirouette, you need to have shoulder 4. Oh, it's a shame. And again, missing that forward transition, that basic canter trot round the corner. And they always have to remember to go down the long side. It's so easy to go across the diagonal. In fact, I seem to remember the European Championships here at Herning in 2013. And it was like the Battle of the Blondes. I think there was Helen Langenberg, there was Charlotte, and there was Adelinda, and all 3 blondes went across the diagonal. Blonde became an even worse colour that year to have. Anyway, so far these, I think we've seen 2 supers. Look at that, beautiful. Really relaxing, soft in his back, easy in the stride, a nice transition out. That will be. That'll help him a lot with his marks through to bring him back up again through the test. Just due to really the mistakes we've seen here in this test today. Much better hold there, yeah, lovely. You know, from that test there, as I said, the one thing we could improve is that pirouette to the right, particularly. The passage could have a little bit more engagement, like that lovely piaffe the horse has. But so much to like about it. And again, steady, nice to watch, and easy in the contact.